Hello, everyone. So I just finished Survivor, episode 13, the final episode of season 43. And uh, let's just start where I left off. So they go to the final immunity challenge, and it is a balancing act. Let's show you an image of it right here. All right. So they have to balance these cups right here on top of this little platform. And as you can see, the winner right here is Cassidy. And yeah, she pulled it out. Like I thought, I going into that competition, I'm like, she's gonna win. But it started out, Gabler was in the lead, and then it became a tie between Owen and Cassidy. And of course, freaking what's his name? Jesse was all the way in the back because he sucks. That's why he should have kept. I'm not going to go over it again, but he should have kept Cody. Yeah, I don't know what the hell he was thinking. All right, so Cassidy wins, and freaking good honor, man. Like when the season first started, I didn't think she was that good, to be honest with you. You just and plus the whole feminist and stuff, and just like I was just like, I don't know about her. But as the game went on, she's a beast in competition. Anyone that knows me, I love a competitor. I'm a competitor, so I good on her, man. That's all I can say. Good on her. So she wins right away. She gets to choose. Well, not immediately after she wins, but she gets to choose who she's going to take with her and who she's going to make do a fire challenge against the other person. So there's five people. No, four people because who was eliminated before? Why am I blanking on who just got? Oh, Carla. Carla's gone. Carla's gone. So now they're down to four, and she gets to save one person, and the other two gets to go to fire. So the first person she wants to go to fire is immediately right away Jesse. The same situation that I knew he was going to be in, that he set himself up for by getting rid of Cody. This is what he in. Right away, he's made too many flashy moves, and no one wants to go anywhere close to the end with him. So he's immediately going into fire. So now Cassidy has to choose between Owen and Gabler of which one of them is going to go at a fire competition against Jesse. But there's another consideration. She has 3 wins and Owen has 3 wins, which means if Owen goes into fire making and he gets that fire making win, that can push him ahead of her. Gabler, not so much, but which one is actually going to beat Jesse in fire making? Because if she sets up someone just what's going to be the best option for her, and that person loses, you know what I mean, that then freaking Jesse's gonna win it. He's gonna have that fire making win, and he's gonna have all those other flashy moves that he made, and he's gonna freaking win the season. So she has to decide who she's gonna go with. So she goes up to Owen, asks him, "Can he make fire?" He's like, "Yeah," because he wants to go there and make that fire. He wants that extra win to push him ahead, so he can win that money. Because right now his strategic moves are trash. He's never been safe during. Really, he hasn't really been that safe. He hasn't voted with the majority. He made a lot of mistakes. Owen is like the definition of dropping the bag. He's always dropping the bag. So he needs this win to push him ahead because he didn't win the critical one, and he has the exact same amount of win as Cassidy. So he can't really take it. And she has more strategic moves than he does. And with Gabler, sure, Gabler's been safe. No one's really voted for him, but it's also because they all think he's trash. And I guess he made some strategic moves, but none of it was actually critical. You know, the strategic moves that he made was pretty much being an extra vote for other people. they're a bunch of duos, and they needed him as an extra vote, and they kind of just carried him along. All right. So I don't think Gabler's game is all that good, to be honest. I mean, I guess getting as far as he did and no one really voting for him and all of that is great, but he never really needed to win anything, and he never needed to really think that hard. He just, all he thought about was like not being a target. He never thought about like actually making moves. I mean, I guess he wanted to make moves, but like he's only one person and no one really had his back that hard where he can actually persuade them. I know he wanted to make moves on Jesse and Jesse and Cody, but those two end up, one ended up taking out the other, so you never really get a chance to even see that come to fruition. So he doesn't really have anything right now. So she asked Owen. Owen says, yeah, he's ready to make it, but she's not really wanting to send him in there. She goes to Gabler, ask him, can he make fire? He's like, yeah, I can do it. He's pretty much freaking passing out. He's he hasn't had that much food, and he has not much energy, but he says he's confident in making fire. But seeing that he's her best choice, I already knew how he was going to go. So they come down to who's going to make fire, and she chose to keep to take Owen to the end with her and let Jesse and Gabler go and make fire against each other. All right, and they go to make fire. They both well, at least Gabler is confident, not so much for Jesse. All right, you can see him here. You see Gabler is pretty confident, freaking positive. And Gabler said some nonsense about he wants to win. I mean, he's a freaking, what is he, a surgeon? There's no way he doesn't have money. He wants to win because he wants to donate the money to a veteran a program. And I like that because I'm a veteran, but also, come on, bro. Like, you go through all this for charity? Come on now. These other people got families and shit, man. Like, this can change their lives. And I guess it's altruistic, but like, who? Come on. It's very nice and noble and all that, bro. But like people trying to change their lives around here. Like stop that. So so he's doing that. They go to make the fire, and right away, Gabler got his fire. Jesse's struggling with the fire, and Gabler gets his fire burning all the way up to his rope, and Jesse's still struggling with his fire. He just got it lit. And Gabler wins. It was it was so sad that like in the middle of Gabler's rope just getting fire and Jesse just struggling, they started playing sad music. It was such a bad ass whooping that they literally announced that Gabler made the record for the fastest anyone's ever made fire in Survivor. It was like 4 minutes and 9 seconds. I'm like, this man was running laps on him. That's how bad that ass whooping was. Like, if anyone wants to know what the fastest anyone has ever made fire in Survivor, they're going to look up the moment that freaking Jesse lost his entire game, that he had no chance at the money. That is a severe ass whooping right there. He couldn't have just beat him. He beat him faster than anyone has ever beat anybody in the goddamn game. That was, my God, that was very sad. I feel sorry for him, but he screwed himself. All right, so he lost. He's gone. He cried. So the final three ended up being, there we go. The final three is Gabler, Cassidy, and Owen right there. That's your final three. And out of those three, I would say Cassidy's the best. Second would be Gabler, and then Owen. Only because Owen fumbles the bag too much. He doesn't. The only thing he had was wins, and he kept fumbling it. He wasn't good at strategy or anything else. At least Gabler did other things that got him through the game. Owen was just kind of there, and he won when he needed to, and well, he always needed to. But when he didn't win, there was always a bigger target because there was other people that were bigger targets. It was always because they were strategic, not because they were better at winning or something like that. They were always more strategic than him, and people knew his weakness was strategy. He just kept fumbling through, so they kind of let him go when they didn't really need to take him out. All right, so I would say Owen is last. All right, so get down, they get their final meal, they talk. The jury asked them a bunch of questions. I don't know, some people seemed a little salty. Well, mostly James. James was still salty at Owen for some reason. I don't know, forget how, man. Like, get over it. You target the guy, just let it go. Gabler was actually pretty good when it come to when they asked him questions and all that stuff. He was actually very good answers. Cassidy, her answers were okay. I think what she screwed up was when they asked what was her, like, when she, what was it? It was like, what move or something. It was like a move that you made where you influence somebody to make a certain move. And she called out the vote where they got out Ryan, which I guess was her thing to say that was her big move to get rid of Ryan. But it turns out no, which I knew it wasn't her move at all. It was the move where Cody and Jesse got Gabler on board to be their third, and they decided how they're going to vote based on who was on the jury from the other tribe when they split. So she had nothing to do with that move, and they kind of revealed it, and that kind of crushed her a little bit. But Owen, his answers were shit. There was some questions that they asked that he didn't even have answers for because he didn't really do any strategic moves or anything like that. So there's no way he was going to win anything. So they come down to the end and waiting for the winner to be announced, and Gabler was the winner of season 43. And I'm disappointed, man. I think Cassidy should have won. Out of those three people that made it to the end, I think she was the best. She was the best. I would argue she was the best out of those three. She won when she needed to. She always come in clutch. She had a lot of strategic moves, and she knew what was going on more than anybody else. And I think the biggest weakness of Gabler was just a lot of it was his own arrogance, and he was just weak. He was so weak that people weren't really targeting him that much. And Cassidy was always being targeted, and she always got out of it. She had a combination of luck and strategy that got her through a lot of times where I was like, she's going home, and it didn't happen. And I thought she should have been the winner, but Gabler got it. So whatever. Then I skipped a lot of the party and the questions and stuff. It was stupid. Towards the end, they showed a preview of the next season, and these people look like people I would want to see on Survivor. It actually looks like a season of Survivor that I would actually be excited to watch. Not like the freaking this season where it was just a bunch of people that you would see at Walmart. These people look like actual interesting characters that I would like to see. Like, I wish Survivor was like that. And hopefully the next season doesn't disappoint me, but it's looking good so far. So I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, so this is the final, of this season. So till next time.